Hey, we're Emily and Danny, and we've been traveling in a van for the past 4 years with our cat Graham and our dog Sombrita. Lately, our van has been a lot more work than play, but today we're heading to the mechanic, hopefully to pick up our tiny home. Yay! It's reversing. Test drive. So far we've seen it in reverse and it was working without any weird noises or sudden lurches, right? Sombrita is back to her normal spot she's happy about. Let's check the engine codes we still have. Yeah, oil pressure sensor, evap system. Coming back from the test drive, and that went super well. The van has been driving so good. First, second, third, reverse, perfect. I think they really fixed the problem. That's why you guys are a little dirty, huh? Oh my goodness, I love that.
There's actually like this retaining ring that blew off, and then, wow, and besides that damage, you can see here, it was kind of knocking against something here. And this is the solenoid pack that they changed in 2020 in Mexico before we went to Guatemala. Wow, December 18th, they changed that in Guatemala. They said they'd change out all the electrical anyway for free, I mean included in the rebuild, so he said might as well carry around this because sensors can always come in handy. So we got that.
Feels so good to be back in the van. Woohoo! Got the transmission fixed. It still sounds great, so we're really excited about that. So big news over here is that my mom is coming next week, and that means that she's gonna bring more parts. I know it sounds ridiculous that we need more things fixed after getting so many parts in Peru and constantly having the van being repaired in Peru. Unfortunately, our coolant reservoir has still a tiny little pinprick leak. Did try and order a new reservoir, but they're back ordered in the US, so we can't get any one of those just yet, but that's fine.
Yeah, the reservoir is also $170 from Mopar. Even from another company it was like $130, and then they canceled it after I ordered it both places, saying there's a nationwide back order on those coolant reservoirs.
Which just probably goes to show that none of them are working for anyone. So we have to be thankful that ours just has a tiny leak right now and that it's not imperative that we get a new one. Now that we have the van back, we're still gonna live in the apartment for a little bit longer. Oh, but that was expensive. Although it came with a guarantee, I'm glad we're here for a little bit to make sure nothing is still broken. Here he comes. Oh, here's your boy. Babies.
Oh my gosh, feels so good to be back in the van. We still got the apartment, of course, but doing a little skate park tour today. Check it out, here comes the homie. Yo!
Ahí el sticker de mi amigo.
Yo! That's dope. So now we got a special guest star here. And it's not late, it's actually a tunnel.
We still have to get some things fixed with the van before we move in completely. But yeah, we should be back in the van not too long, probably a couple more weeks.
A friend had to go, so I thought, might as well pick up Emily and go check out the sunset here. See what we find. Looks like a sketchy road, honestly, which is pretty surprising in the city here. But it's up a cool hill, so let's check it out. So I just found this road on Google Satellite View. So what do you think, Emily?
Yeah, I think it's gonna work out.
Oh wow, this is actually looking cool here. But Satellite View, the end of the road looks sketchy, and I think it's a one-way. So once you come, you have to come in from this side. Okay, so it looks like.
Ooh, tiny bridge.
Whoa.
Get over this quick.
Wow. That is a one lane, and we don't have the right of way, it said. Wow, so you can come back this way, I think. That would be nice.
We started van lifing so long ago, there wasn't iOverlander whenever we started. We used freecampsites.net, but it is only online, and a lot of the time we didn't really have service to actually find the campsites. So the other half of the time, Danny would just find them on Google Satellite View.
All right, you guys, it was a success. Check out this.
Good work.
It's not on iOverlander. Let's do it. Well, we kind of missed the sunset, but this is sweet because we haven't even seen this side of Santiago. Right by our place, there's a huge hill. You can see the tallest building poking up.
It'll work finding this spot for us. Such a cool sunset here in Santiago.
It doesn't work every time, but when it works every time. Now we have to see what happens at the end of the road over here. But a lot of cars going by. I think we'll be fine, but you definitely get that tingle of that.
What's going on?
I miss the van. You know, we did this every night till you had a pit in your stomach, but you got there and it was some crazy place.
Yeah.
What a day today, trying to fix the van. Haven't been as successful as I'd like. It's gonna be fine, you know. I mean, the van drives. The main thing is the transmission making noises. So in the morning, we'll go check that out. But I was able to get a tire rotation and alignment, which is nice, you know, just little things that you don't want to let go forever. But when it came to the main event for me, changing the sensors inside of the engine, a hassle. The mechanic was really talked up on iOverlander, but I guess he's having kind of a rough time. He said he went to the doctor this morning. He fell working on a car and it's been swollen for 6 months, so they did an MRI. So, you know, I can understand he wasn't, you know, in the best mood. He wasn't rude or anything, but he did want to debate if I was correct that we even need to change this sensor, and that took a long time. And in the end, he agreed with me. So that's just engine things, you know, like the actual box around us issues. But inside of this box, we're having plenty of issues, you know. I mean, we fixed the heater again yesterday. The propane, we can't find anyone who will fill it, and we're not sure if there's a leak. So we bought new pieces for it. Hard to test it until I can get it filled. Then when it comes to the water system, it sucks. But in a way, it's great that it wasn't my fault. And it's really hard to tell, but this is actually the piece that's broken. You see right here, this valve goes. And then from there, there's tubes that I did, you know, go up to the pump, and then other tubes that come out. I did all those connections. But it's actually right here in this little swivel that leaks. And it's been nearly impossible to really trace that down because you have a thing here. So here is a decisive test I've figured out. Because there was a little water in there. So now let's see. Oh, clearly not my fault that the water system isn't working right. Oh my God, I can't believe
because it's been the longest time that it's occasionally just gone like, that's why we have a switch, you know, because we don't like it making that noise. And I knew that could be a sign that there was some kind of a pressure leak somewhere. What do we do to fix this? Get a guy just to weld this. So this is stainless steel, I believe. I don't think there's any piece of plastic down in there or anything that welding would cause the water to be dangerous to drink. So, and if that fixes the water system, I'm gonna be feeling a lot better about this van. Whoa, big win. I knew the old regulator was kind of dicey and I switched it out. What? Propane system done. Always shut it off down here. So pretty stoked the propane system's working again. Oh my God, all I had to do was change that regulator. Oh, it's crazy. Of course, anytime you do that, you got to use this at every joint, thread seal tape. And, you know, I made sure to do it the right way because that's going to last, hopefully. But wow, pretty stoked.
Yeah, heading over to the mechanic today, and we're going to do a couple more things. So it's been making some clacking noises, making some noises whenever we shift sometimes. Since we have a mechanic that gave us this guarantee, we're going to make sure that everything's normal.
So I guess we're good to go then, Emily. We just got to get the brake thing figured out.
All right, heading out of our transition place over a speed bump.
Shifted forward, reverse, and it goes clack, clack, clack. But he said there's just, yeah, a little bit of play inside of that. I mean, in English, I don't even really know the word because he's telling us in Spanish. I'm trying to look up the words, but I might have to change the whole piece, which he called la masa.
Oh,
so
God.
It doesn't really matter what it is in English because I'll just say the same word to the guy.
Yeah. The whole dough, he's saying? The whole dough?
Dough. The mass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like when they use traditional word as a car word, you're like, that's not gonna translate.
No, yeah. Yeah, it's like the transmission being called a box, la caja. It's like, really, la caja automática is how you say automatic transmission. So it's just, yeah, you're not, it's so funny too, whenever you're looking a place up on Google Maps and you're like trying to find the automatic transmission repair, translates it to like box trip repair. Yeah, it does make it a lot harder for us to understand when we're trying to learn car words in Spanish. But we kind of know all the car words in Spanish now. Our vocabulary has been expanding every day.
We found a brake place here to take a look at the issue the transmission place told us. I tried the propane stove and it's not working again. It must be the tank that's bad. Yeah, hopefully we can just find another propane tank. This sucks. So the brake guy here says it's the tuerca de masa, if that helps anybody out there understand. So he says this part has to be tightened. So they tightened this up and he said this thing, this mark was over here. So that tightened that far. I just looked on Google Maps for frenos, brake in Spanish, and this one was highly rated. On our way anyhow. So this is turning out to be quite a big day.
So we did just fix the problem, but we tested it out, and of course the other side is also the same problem. So he's fixing that now. No big deal. At least we're getting it done, and there won't be all these clacks and whatever whenever we're driving. We're so tired of all these noises happening everywhere.
Taking the opportunity to try my second completo here, which is basically just a fancy hot dog. But check this one out, looking different than yesterday's, which was covered in tomatoes. This one's covered in avo. Wow, stunning sunset from the rooftop today. No smog because it's been raining. And this is actually Graham's introduction to the roof here. Oh, where'd he go? You can see up there, the ski mountains are first view we've seen of those ski mountains in 3 days. They've been getting dumped on by snow. That looks pretty good. What do you think, Grammy? You like the roof? You wanna go explore? What do you think, Graham, huh? Oh, the best cat ever. Let's go this way. Okay, Graham's first elevator trip. Test 1. Oh, wow. Okay, test 2. Let's go, Graham. Let's go. Come here. Let's go. Come on. Fail. It's okay, Graham. It's okay. What? You had it. Oh, what if it goes right back on? That would be so cute. Yes.
How was it up there with him?
Graham loved it.
Oh, that's great. I know he was kind of getting bored up here. Thanks so much for picking up the van with us. Even though there are still a million little things to fix, we're excited to have our home back. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and share it. If you want to support us a little bit more, head over to our Patreon. We'll see you guys next time.